bowling tips from former professional and now elite coach Liddle.
If we talk about the approach to the crease and when we get to the crease, you're going to get a lot of different things in terms of lads jumping up high and landing back foot side on, and obviously front foot in the crease. You want a strong base at the crease, whether they're side on or front on, whether they run through the crease or jump. There's going to be variance all the time. The reason why bowlers jump in general is to get the feet in position, which means your foot's more landing side on or slightly mid, to then get that solid base. Alright, so it's worth looking at that. It's worth looking at how their back foot lands. Do they need to jump that high? Do they need to jump at all? You know, if they're front on, it normally means they can run through the crease a little bit because they don't have to get the back foot in position. So whatever you do is, if you are mid, I was always mid as a bowler, is landing, and it's then where this front leg goes. So is this front leg, you know, aligned to the target of where you want to go to the batsman, or are you getting slightly crossed? If you're slightly crossed, it might mean your top half's got to rotate out to get it where you want it to go. So it's all about the alignment. So whatever happens down the bottom here will have a reaction of what goes on at the top. All right. So look at feet alignment, where they land. Is it nicely aligned and it's going forward? And then from there, then you look upwards at the release point. Yeah. So you look up at the release point. It's the release point nice and high and over the top, which is perfect. Are they falling away a little bit? Again, if the feet are aligned but you're falling away up here, is it the front arm and what's that doing? So it's about breaking down the action into different things. Obviously, if they land slightly cross but their release point's perfect and they're bowling perfect, do we need to intervene or just leave them and work on skill in terms of, you know, we've got bowlers here that do get slightly tight to the crease and swing the ball beautifully, but then get lined up because they're swinging it consistently. Then it's a challenge for them, is actually coming a bit more mid-crease and keeping the swing and drawing the batsman out into edging the ball or drawing them away from defending the stumps by creating an angle. Again, it's all different things you can work with the bowler, depending on what they do, what skill they deliver. But yeah, I'd always advise to look downwards first at the feet and then work up. So another thing you know you can look at is head position on release. Again, you know, we talk from the ground up, but head position on release, you still want things going forward. You still want to know that my release point's high, my head position's forward. You know, you could look and you might see people off to the side like this, and then it's, you know, your release point might be slightly off. You might come over the perpendicular and push it because you're falling out that way, or you could be slinging and come round it because, again, your heads came out. So a good practice is always really trying to force your head forward on release, which then brings everything else over and over the top. Again, you know, we speak about the head being one of the heaviest parts of the body. If you can get the feeling of that going forward on release, everything else has got to follow in terms of your body, and your follow through's got to follow.